ahead, Ruben. You know, severe flooding has devastated our area, leaving homes damaged and homeowners struggling with what do you do next?
We invited Anthony Cruz from Advanta-Clean here to share information on how to begin the process of cleaning up after a flood while avoiding potential hazards. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here. This is an important conversation now that affects hundreds of thousands of people. We know that people might be turning to contractors, but they might also be doing it themselves, and they especially need to know this. Where do you begin? What is step one the second you get back in that house?
The first thing is to take care of yourself. Is your safety. I mean, because this water has contamination. It's very contaminated. So you want to make sure that you are wearing gloves, rubber boots, and you're not touching that with your bare hand, because you might touch it and touch your face. You don't even think about it. So that is the first step. Just protect your health. Then the next thing you want to do is, start ripping out carpets. Because ripping out carpets and taking any porous material that water touches, just take it out. And something else is to keep all your documentation, take videos of everything and pictures, absolutely everything that you're
So we do
out.
that before we rip all that?
Yes.
Before anything? Okay.
Yes. Or as you're putting it outside, at least put it outside and take pictures. Don't be throwing anything out, because your insurance will want to see those things.
What about the building inside, the building material, I should say, inside your home? Because a lot of sheetrock, some folks just don't know whether to, well, I need to cut it here, or, I need to cut it at the top and remove it. Is there anything that can be a common thing that everyone can think in terms of to deal with sheetrock?
So the normal cut in this situation is a 4-foot cut, but some people get 6 inches, some people are getting 5 feet. So it really depends where it is, and the longer it stays wet, the longer that water keeps migrating up in the sheetrock.
And so do you cut it right above the water line, or do you need to go even quite a bit further above that?
Go a little bit further, just in case, at least where you feel that it's hard. At the end of the day, you will really want professional tools to actually be able to measure where that actual material is wet, because you might feel it hard, but it might still be wet anyway.
Mold doesn't take very long to start forming here in such a humid environment. I know that you can't find bleach at hardly any stores because people are concerned about that and trying to clean it up. What's your suggestion with that?
Well, the first thing is really to make sure that you start drying, because the way to prevent mold is to start drying the process. And have your AC on, put whatever fans you can if there's electricity to at least start some sort of drying. Because like you said, mold can start anywhere between 24 to 48 hours to actually start developing. But taking those wet materials out to reduce that humidity in the house, that will be your first step to at least try to mitigate and preventing that from happening.
Great information. Anthony Cruz from Advanta-Clean, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
You have given us some things to really think about.
Very helpful.
Yes.
And one thing I was talking to him about just a few minutes ago was if you had a house before 1960, you need to make sure you have it checked for asbestos if you're ripping that sheetrock out yourself. Yes,
that is correct. Especially, you definitely, because the last thing you want is to make one bad thing even worse. So, all contractors should be checking, sending that to a lab before doing any sort of demo, especially homeowners.
All right, Anthony, thank you so much. I wanted to make sure we got that in. Appreciate it.
Thank you.